Hello friends, welcome back to my channel. I know it's been a hot minute since I have filmed a video for you guys and I apologize for that. So in today's video, I'm here to give you a first trimester recap, kind of a pregnancy update. I am now in my second trimester of my pregnancy. If you didn't know, I am pregnant with my second baby and I'm also on dialysis. I'm a kidney patient. So it's a miracle that I am pregnant. So I know you guys were following my pregnancy journey and I apologize that it's been a little while since I've updated you. So today that's what I'm gonna do. I'm first gonna tell you how I told my daughter I am pregnant because I know I told you guys I would do that. And I actually do have a little clip that I will insert in this video that I just remembered I have to show you guys kind of her reaction when we told her. So that's kind of fun. So let's get into a little bit and then I'll give you my first trimester recap of my pregnancy. So let's start with how I told my daughter I was pregnant. So I decided to wait to tell her, like I told you guys, because I wanted her to basically not, so we weren't sure if we were gonna lose the baby in the beginning because a lot of times when people have kidney failure like I do, if they get pregnant, it's very likely that the baby doesn't make it past the first trimester. So we kind of felt like we wanted to wait a little while to tell my daughter that she was going to be a big sister because we just didn't know, especially when I first found out. And I actually told the world, I told Facebook and social media and everything really early because I was like, this is too amazing and miraculous not to share. Just in case it doesn't stick, I want to announce it. So I announced it 4 weeks. I think though, actually I was 3 weeks now that I know my dates. So I announced super early that we were pregnant, but I did not tell my daughter Annabella because I was afraid of her having to grieve the loss of a sibling and I didn't want her to have to do that. So we waited until I was about 10 weeks, I want to say, 9 or 10 weeks, I can't remember exactly. But we were gonna wait longer, but we decided because I'm high risk, I was having so many ultrasounds and things and she had to be with us. So after a couple appointments, we were like, you know what, we need to probably tell her at this next one when we have an ultrasound. So we did. So I'm actually, so what we did was we had the ultrasound. We didn't tell her before. So we went to we had a doctor's appointment and she knows, you know, that mama goes to the doctor a lot. So we went to the doctor and we actually just said, let's go in here. You're gonna, you know, mama's gonna get checked. You know, we didn't tell her. And then as soon as we were in there and they turned on the monitor for the ultrasound, I kind of waited because I wanted to make sure there was still a heartbeat and everything was good. And then as soon as the tech said it, then, you know, Bella was kind of asking questions like she does. And so we told her that this is what you're seeing on the screen. We're like, look at the TV. This is what is in mama's tummy. So right here, I'm actually gonna stop filming and edit in a clip that we have of her first reaction when we told her that I am pregnant and she's gonna be a big sister. So enjoy. Oh, perfect.
Do you see?
Baby, what do you think that is?
I don't know.
Do you want to know what it is?
Mm-hmm.
Mama has a baby in her tummy.
You do?
I do. Did you know that?
Yeah.
I don't think you did know.
Yeah,
right?
we didn't tell you yet.
So this is her.
Yeah, it's her first time seeing it.
Can I see it?
It's right there.
Yeah, it's a little baby. It's so little.
Mama, can I rub
Right
it
there.
and can I see it?
Show her, baby.
It's right there on the screen.
But I want to, I'm up here and I want to see it. Up
So everything's matching up with the days. There's a 2-day difference, but they won't change it.
How is it, like, is it 9 weeks and how many
9
You
days?
weeks.
see where the head is
Okay.
and the little
Is
hand?
it behind then, or
And we can see the
Just a
heart
little
moving.
bit.
is that back?
No.
You see the baby's head and there's the back and the little feet and hand.
Just change the due date of this.
And guess where that is? Where's the doctor's hand? She's checking the baby in mama's belly.
You see the baby, look?
Right, Debbie?
I don't see the baby.
No.
I want to swallow it.
Oh, Jesus put the baby in mama. Remember how we used to pray for a baby to go in mama's tummy all the time? Well, Jesus said yes.
Such a hard concept. I think.
Yeah, oh, totally. It totally is.
Mama,
Yeah.
is Is the doctor checking the baby?
Yes.
I'm looking at your ovaries right now. Okay.
So, you know how you prayed with Mama? For a long time you said, Jesus, please let Mama have a baby, you remember?
Yeah.
Jesus said yes, and he put a baby in Mama's tummy. But the baby's tiny right now because it has to grow. So the baby's really little, so you can't really see it. Only if they put that camera on Mama like they did. So that picture is the baby, but it's so tiny. So it has to grow and grow and grow and grow. And then soon the baby will come out and you'll have a baby.
Yeah.
Do you think you're gonna have a brother or a sister?
Oh, that's what it is.
A brother. Me sister.
Which one do you want?
You don't know
You
which
can't
one.
pick, but I'm just curious, which one do you want?
Sister.
A sister?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Okay, so wasn't that the cutest? Oh my goodness. She just had the cutest reaction. She was so excited. She was holding onto those ultrasound pictures they printed out all day and telling everyone she saw, Mama has a baby in her tummy. Jesus put it there. It was so cute. So, and the coolest and cutest thing was she had been praying, because, we've been trying for a baby for a long time, as you guys know, if you've been following us. And so Bella and I would pray every night for probably a good year that Mama would have another baby. So it was just an answer to prayer, and she was just so excited. So there you have it, how I told my daughter that I'm pregnant. It was so exciting, and I'm glad I got to share that moment with you guys, even if it was super delayed. Sorry about that. So now I'm gonna get into kind of my first trimester recap for you guys, a little bit of an update since we last spoke. Like I said, I am now in my second trimester, 14 weeks, I can't believe it. So since I think the last video I filmed was actually right after my first ultrasound when we found the heartbeat for the first time, and we knew everything was okay. That was about 7 weeks. I thought I was 8 weeks, but apparently my weeks were off. So it has been a while. So yeah, since then, you guys, it has been crazy. I'm not gonna lie, my first trimester was really difficult. And I don't remember that when I was pregnant with Bella, I don't remember my first trimester being difficult at all. It was actually quite easy. So it was a very new thing for me to experience the first trimester difficulties. I know that a lot of mamas do experience that, but my first trimester was rough. Okay, I was really tired, which that's pretty normal, but I mean, it was so bad that I legitimately could not function most days. Like, I couldn't get out of bed. And if I did get out of bed, like an hour later, I would go back to sleep. It was so bad, you guys. Like, oh my goodness, poor Bella. Well, not poor Bella, she was fine with it, but she watched a lot of TV during that time because Mama was just, oh my gosh, I was just a mess. I was super tired, and I think I told you guys that like before in updates, but just so drained. I was really hungry. I ate so much in my first trimester. That actually has since gone away. I'm not as hungry now. But the hardest thing about the first trimester for me was I had a lot of anxiety, and I still kind of do struggle with it, and I'll go into that a little bit in a minute, but oh my goodness, the first trimester anxiety, because I just knew that it was such a high risk of losing this baby in that trimester, and there was so much anxiety, like I can't even explain it. It was so bad. But the Lord got me through it. And I actually, when I was around 10 weeks, I purchased a home Doppler. So I've been able to hear my baby's heartbeat every night, every day that I want to. I listen, and it's so amazing. Every time I have anxiety now, or if I just want to know baby's doing okay, I just turn that Doppler on and I just find that little heartbeat, and there's nothing like it, you guys. It is so beautiful. It has helped me connect with baby so much. And I'm just so blessed to have that gift of a home Doppler. So that helped a lot with my anxiety in the first trimester, but it was seriously so hard. And then another thing that happened in the first trimester, I think it was a month ago now. So I was probably, about 10 weeks, maybe 9 weeks. I ended up having a hospital stay. So what happened was, it was a huge scare because I woke up one morning, and usually when I'm doing dialysis, if you don't know anything about my dialysis process, you should watch the video. We just actually uploaded it, I think a couple before this one. It's showing you what our dialysis routine is like. So you'll kind of learn more about what I'm talking about in that video. And I can try to link it down below for you guys if I remember to do that. But if I don't, just search for my dialysis routine and it should come right up. But in that video, I explained to you, but basically you drain, like there's a draining process in dialysis, and overnight I drain about 4 to 5 times, depending on my cycles that I have, depending on the dialysis cycles. And in the morning, Richard, my husband, will get that drain. It collects in a bucket. It's like 6 liters of fluid or something like that, and he'll dump it, you know, in the toilet and stuff. So one morning when I woke up, he went to go get the drain, and usually it's clear, and he saw that it was bloody, the drain liquid. So immediately I freaked out, because by then I didn't have a Doppler, so I couldn't check baby's heartbeat. And usually when there is blood in my dialysis drain, just TMI, I know this is gonna be TMI, but I mean, pregnancy updates are always TMI, as I always say, but usually, like before I was pregnant, when I would have blood in my drain, it was because I was about to start my period. And so obviously my first thought was, I'm about to miscarry. Like I'm about to start my period or whatever, or start bleeding. So I freaked out. I didn't have any vaginal bleeding, but I freaked out, you guys. Like I went to church, I had to lead worship that day. And so I went to church and I still led worship through my tears. It was really hard. I was very anxious. And right after that, my husband called into work and we went to the ER. And they kind of like took a look at my fluid. They tested the fluid sample that we got, and there was no, because I was also worried about infection. I was worried about the baby, and I was also worried about abdominal infection that can happen from dialysis if there's bloody drain. So there was no infection, praise the Lord. And they did an ultrasound on the baby, and the heartbeat was great. So my 2 fears were put to rest in that ER that day. However, one of the doctors admitted me to the hospital overnight because they found that my hemoglobin was so low that I needed blood transfusions. And when you're pregnant with kidney failure, that will often happen. Your hemoglobin can drop too low and you sometimes need blood transfusions. And so that's what happened. I ended up having to be admitted onto the dialysis floor, and I had to stay overnight and get transfusions and get monitored. And it was really scary, you guys. It was really intense. And luckily I only stayed for about 24 hours, praise the Lord. But that was really intense and stressful. But thank the Lord, baby was okay and I was okay. I got the blood transfusions, my hemoglobin came up, everything was great after that. So that was kind of the big hurdle we had in the first trimester. After that, I just continued to be really, really tired. It took a long time for my energy to come back. And I think the reason why I was so tired and couldn't function was because of the fact that my blood was so low and I needed those transfusions. I didn't know it. So anyway, all that to say, that was 9 weeks. And then we went to California. We went for a wedding to see some family when I was about 11 weeks along. So we did some traveling with the dialysis machine. That was interesting. That was a lot of fun and very stressful as well. So just a lot of stress. We were only gone for about 5 days. We came back and I had to recuperate for about a week because I was so tired. And then I had my 12-week ultrasound at maternal fetal medicine. It's like a high-risk clinic. And they did my ultrasound and they checked that baby is growing properly, and the baby is growing properly and everything's looking great. And they were so pleased. And at that appointment, I got a genetic blood test just to make sure everything's okay, and also got a blood test to find out the gender of the baby. And it took 2 weeks to come back, which was kind of hard for me, kind of suspenseful and everything. But I will tell you guys that I now know the gender of our sweet baby. Now, I'm not gonna say it in this video because I actually have a gender reveal video coming for you guys really soon. I'm not sure when I'm gonna upload it, but actually I filmed it today. So the day that I'm filming this is when we found out the gender, and I filmed the gender reveal. So it's gonna be a little bit before that comes out. It could be a couple days, it could be sooner or later, I don't know. We have to edit it and stuff, but like we're going to get that video out for you guys and you're gonna love it. Oh my goodness, I cannot wait to reveal this baby's gender to all of you. So that is coming, please be watching for that. But basically, you guys, that is my first trimester recap. Just a lot of fatigue, a lot of anxiety, a hospital stay, blood transfusions, a lot of appointments, ultrasounds, but we are good. We are in the second trimester now. Now I actually have a baby bump. It's actually very noticeable now, which is crazy. I've popped, as they say. Baby is now the size of half a banana, which is crazy, you guys. So much growth has happened. As far as my symptoms now, I'm not as tired, praise the Lord. Still tired, but not as much. Not as hungry, but my cravings are changing. I'm just getting more cravings for like salty food as opposed to like fruity and sour like I had before. So my cravings are kind of changing. But the newest symptom that's really awful is I have pregnancy insomnia lately. So like I don't sleep at night. I literally toss and turn for hours, no matter how tired I am. So that's a lot of fun. I'll have to see what I'm gonna do about that. But otherwise, you guys, I'm feeling great. I'm feeling blessed and just so humbled to have made it to the second trimester. You guys, that is such a milestone. It is such a huge deal for me and my high-risk pregnancy to have made it this far. So praise the Lord. Praise the Lord. And thank you all for coming on this journey with me and with my family. I'm so thankful to each of you, and I will continue to post videos. I'm sorry for the gap. I will try not to have that happen again, but I will update you guys as much as I can throughout the rest of this pregnancy. But I'm just so excited that we are this far, and oh my goodness, it's amazing to be in the second trimester. So thank you again. Thank you for watching this video. If you liked it, give it a thumbs up. And if you want to continue to follow our journey, my journey with this high-risk pregnancy on dialysis, and see how this sweet baby grows, please subscribe to my channel. I would love to have you join the family. Thank you so much, and I will see you in my next video. Bye.